Good morning. Good morning. I know I'm running late. I don't even have a lot of time. I just I'm just running late today. I made my coffee though. I didn't have to make coffee. But good morning, everyone. I hope everyone wakes up this morning renewed, okay? Hopeful, motivated, celebrated. I hope everyone wakes up with that today. If you don't get a lot of it, get a little dose of something positive. That's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm hoping for everyone in the world today. It's cold. It's my first day back to work. I already forgot my passcode. Good morning, Yatanya. Good morning. Oh, I already forgot my password to work, so I'm already starting wrong. Oh God, then I have to get to work and tell everybody I ain't bring back shit. Why do I feel bad about that? Why do I feel bad that I was not able to bring everybody back something? And I was able to bring a couple of things, but I feel bad giving a couple of things to a couple of people when everybody is there. So I'm not giving away anything. And I feel bad about that. Why? The hell is wrong with me? But I do. But I'm literally going to go in there. And it's funny because the average person would probably just say, I just didn't bring nothing, or wouldn't say anything, or would lie. But I'm literally going to go in there and tell the truth. Look, I couldn't afford to bring back shit. I got me and my family there. We had a great time. That's all I could have hoped for. Y'all was asking for a little bit too much. One of my coworkers literally was like, I just need a shirt. I wear a size such and such. Like, girl. But the funny shit is, if I had it, I would have got it for her with no freaking problem. That's crazy, right? Not so much. I remember I was a project manager for a group home many years ago. And my staff, I had a staff of 15 people. And for Christmas, I out of my pocket gave everybody a gift card for $25. But two of my good employees, like to whom I could depend on for every freaking thing, I gave them 75. Now that was a long time ago. It doesn't seem like a lot now, but the fact that I did it out of my own pocket. I remember one of my employees used to be like, that is crazy. We never had a manager do nothing like that. And I would say to them, like, but you should. Like, morale is everything when you are managing a company. If you don't treat your employees well, they won't do shit for you. Like, my managers and my supervisors, if they didn't treat us like we were their favorite, per se, we wouldn't work hard for them. So it's important as a manager to do little things. I'm not saying you got to go above and beyond, but you have to show your employees that they are appreciated. That means a lot. And it goes hand in hand with everything. If you have people that work for you, whether they work for you for money or not, it's good morale to let them know you appreciate them. Sometimes just saying thank you isn't enough. Sometimes people want to feel a little more gratitude, and there's nothing wrong with that. That brings me to my next point. Parents, can I ask y'all a small favor? Because I know that y'all are working hard, and I know y'all are trying to get y'all kids out of y'all homes to be productive adults, young adults. But can y'all please teach them some work ethic? I am so tired of seeing these smart kids. Nothing dumb about these kids, but I am tired of seeing them not be productive in the workforce area. What I mean by that, we have a host of young adults that work, and I love the fact that y'all love getting to the bag and y'all are not ashamed or afraid to work. But I tell you what, Y'all attitudes are horrible. Parents, y'all have to teach y'all children how to behave, how to be productive adults. And I think y'all missed that. Now, there was a time where school taught that. We had career education back when I was coming up. We don't have that anymore. So no one's prepping the kids on how to work. They just literally going by what they see. So if you go into these your favorite restaurants or your favorite clothing stores, and you see the kids just standing around on their phones and not being attentive to the customer, or when they are attentive, it's a lot of attitude. You can't say too much of them from them. Then they're working slow as a fuck. They moving their feet. They playing around. It's so much that go on when you go into these stores with these kids working. And I have to. Good morning, Victoria Shea. I have to bring it to the parents because we are their first teachers. Now, I gotta give it to you. If you got a kid that's working and you're not, then they don't have nothing to look up to. So I get it. But if you work every day and you know how you have to behave on your job every day, I think it's only right. And I don't think parents understand that they do have to teach their children work ethic, how to be on time. You got kids that come to work half hour late, 45 minutes late, not ready, still not prepared. They come to work and not fully prepared. These are flaws that come from parenting because you can't rely on the schools anymore, guys. So you cannot blame the school system for this one. This one is strictly from home. So I'm asking for help because I want to keep going into these establishments, and I love the fact that our people are working and like it. They like the money, they want to work, but can we get them to just give a little more and better customer service when they're at work? Good morning, Outspoken. Good morning. Good morning, Frugal Mama. Good morning. Yeah, can we just start to have the conversation with our kids before they start working? When you feel like it's time for them to start working, start having these conversations. How do you go to work? How are you interviewing? When they are asking you questions, what are you going to school for? What are your aspirations and your goal? What can you offer the company? If they're going to work for a company, you as the parent, why don't you tell your children, research the company, see what the company is about first? I'm glad that you applied, but let's now do some research, okay? Let's find out what the dress code is. Let's find out what time, when you get your interview, when you finally get the job. Thank you, God. Thank you for employing my baby. But now we got work to do because I want to make sure my baby is the best, doing the best that they can possibly be. But you know what we got? We got kids that working hard to actually help their moms and to help their household because they got a host of sisters and brothers that they got to take care of. So they don't know how they're supposed to behave at work. They just know they got to get to the bag because they got to help their parents. And if that's your situation, then it is what it is. No judgment here. However, you still have to know what it is when you're working, what it means to be on time, what it means to learn the craft that you're in. I don't care what it is. Be the best cashier that you can be the best stock person you can be the best floor manager you can be. Whatever it is, do your best at it. Stop doing half-ass. Stop looking at every employment as just a job. Look at it as the start of your career. It's a difference. There is a difference. A job, you don't give a fuck. Hey, it's just a job. I'll get another one. A career, you're focused, dead focused. Even though it might be at Burger King, even though it might be at McDonald's, someplace that y'all deem not worthy. But guess what? That's the start of your career. This is what they look for when they're looking at your resume. When they start calling these places and asking about you. They want to hear this person is a hard worker. This person stays late and comes to work on time. This person does not tell me they ain't doing this and they not doing that. They do what they can do, whatever's in their scope. You don't do anything that's not within your scope because you got a lot of jobs that will be asking you to wear many hats that you're not supposed to wear. It's okay to say that is not within my scope, meaning I can't do that job and I'm not going to hurt myself for you. You can do that. It's not against the law. However, if you are going to do that job, be the best. Parents, teach your children to be the best, especially your black children. We got to be better than the best. And I think we forgot that. Because we so good at everything. We done dropped the ball. We think we don't got to be better than the rest. Yes, the fuck you do. Even when people, you know, the best time when you know you are doing your absolute best is when no one is talking about it, when no one is complaining. That's how you know you're doing your best. You don't always have to hear you're doing good to know you're doing good. Let that sink in. I seen oh, guys, please again take a look at my community wall, because I'm truly trying to see what nobody sees what I see, and that's really spooky. Because in one picture I see a whole man, I see eyes, a nose, and a face in the clouds, and then in the next picture, now the next picture could be, you know, that could be debatable. I saw a dragon. I don't know what nobody else see. But please, if you get time, look at my community wall and tell me what you see with those two pictures. Those are the pictures that popped up. The man popped up first. And then the cloud brushed back and then came back as that dragon. It was the craziest and the out-of-body experience I've ever had, especially being first-time cruising, because I was literally about to say, I don't want to do it. That's a sign. But then I look more and I'm like, nope, that's my ancestor telling me he's watching over me. So just tell me if you saw that man's face like I saw it. Because somebody, everybody is like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I could clearly see it so vividly. And I'm wondering if I'm like, me and my wife was the only ones that seen that shit. Because we was like, whoa, we were so shocked to see it. So it is beautiful. It was so interesting but scary at the same time, because we're in the water, and of course my fucking scary ass start thinking of Titanic and all types of shit. So that's why. But to bring it back to asking parents to work harder with teaching kids work ethic, and just good customer service, just being polite. These are little things that we just let fall out the window to where now we have a lot of disrespect. The face was spooky, but the dragon was beautiful. Okay, right. Well, and it's the other way around for me. That face, I'm not lying. I just seen ancestor all over it. That was a black face, an old man telling me, I'm watching you. That's what I said. I got you. You will be okay. That's what I seen, but that could be my head. So, BB, the parents have to have those attributes. I realize that. But at the same time, you're an adult now. And when you go to places, any establishment, the first thing you look at is the customer service. Isn't that the first thing that grabs your eye? And when you go into these places where you see the kids just playing around, not being attentive, or giving you attitude, or not getting your order right because they're not listening. It's not the fact that it's too hard. No, it's the fact that they're not listening, not really serious about the job that they're at. And then you have managers who are kind of their peers, so they're not really teaching any. At a soul food restaurant, and the soul food restaurant that she works at, they remodeled. They closed it down and remodeled. Well, because of her work ethic, out of all her employees, it was only 2 of them they called back. That was work ethic. That was nothing else but work ethic. And I told her that. I said, see, this is what I was trying to explain to you, but in an oh so subtle way of how to go to work. Do not go to work on time. You go to work before your time. You make that a habit. If you're going to be absent, you have to make arrangements. You request it. They don't call out. I'm teaching my daughter good work ethics, and I see that it paid off because, again, they called her back. When she's working, she's doing above and beyond. And yes, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes she don't, but she set herself up for her future because her resume is going to look good. Somebody ain't going, an employee is not going to mind hiring her because they know that she's dependable and she's hardworking. At her last job, when she was still in high school, when she was a manager for Aeropostale, that was because of her work ethic, but that came from her mama teaching her. I remember the first time when she started working and she got cussed out by a customer. She went in a dressing room, like in a bathroom, and cried and called me and said, "Ma, I can't do this." I said, "Yes, you can, because this is just the first time you're gonna get cussed out by a customer. And customers are nasty, and you're gonna have to learn how to deal with that. So I need you to dry your eyes, pick it up, let it be known that she ain't gonna make you quit." Because this is just your beginning. Whatever she said to you, fuck her. It wasn't important. You here to make a coin. Next customer. She said, "All right, Mom." Hung up. I ain't never heard nothing else about a bad customer at all. Just saying. True. That's mainly why I use Instacart and Uber Eats. I don't have to see the dysfunction of the young and the old workers. Unless you are going to clone yourself, I'm not going. Stop. But we can teach our kids how to be effective. Listen, that's a short conversation at the dinner table. Hey, when you going to work, what time are you supposed to be to work? What time you go to work? If they say the wrong answer, correct it. Hey, if you're supposed to be to work at 8, I need you there at like 7:45, 7:50. Maybe, if you can help it. That means you're going to have to either, I don't know if you drive, if you Uber, that means you're going to have to rearrange your waking hours, your hours of how long it takes to get dressed and everything. Listen, my daughter, it takes her a long time to get dressed like me. She's like me. She spends like damn near an hour in the fucking shower. I understand that, but I had to make her understand time. It's not about you. It's not about you. You have to be considerate of other people's time, period. Again, these type of things come from home. Small things, but make a big difference in your community. So let's just start trying to make a difference. All right, y'all. I got to get ready, get up out of here, start my day. See, I'm supposed to be at work at 7:15, 7 o'clock. I'm about to get up and be upstairs clocking in. All right, y'all. Peace.